everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my first update for my project pan. I posted my first video, like my introductory video on February 11th. So I did have like a month late start on this project, but I originally wasn't going to call it a project pan. But I wanted it to be more of a makeup use up, but I ended up just calling it a project pan because that's what I've called all of my yearly makeup use ups in the past. I've called them project pans. So I am not a project panner. So please forgive me if I'm doing things that are, I don't know, are not like traditional to like the project panning world. I'm just doing this for several reasons. So if you guys are interested in like my full reasons, please check out my introductory video. So I just want to do an update and kind of show you guys the progress. Some of these I've marked, some of these I haven't marked. And I'm going to kind of try to keep it in order of the list that I have on my last video. So the first one I have here is the Caudalie Beauty Elixir. So when I first started this, it was pretty much brand new. I'd say I've maybe used up a quarter of this bottle. I didn't mark it when I first started, but I am going to mark this now. So just to show future progress. The reason I had put this in my project pan was because it is an expensive product and I just wanted to make sure that I was using it, because at the time I started my project pan, I think I had this like 6 months or so and I hadn't even touched it. So I had put it in here just to make sure I was actually using such an expensive product. I really like this, especially now that it's like hotter weather. I will sometimes just wear this by itself, so I don't even have to wear that. I like put this underneath my makeup. So the next category is 5 primers. I wanted to use up 5 deluxe size primers, and although I don't consider this a deluxe size primer, this I had been working on for like a whole year. I want to say this is what I had in my 2018 project pan, and I just couldn't get it to pump anymore. So I ended up having to get like a spatula to just like scoop up what I could out of here. This is the Urban Decay De-Slick Complexion Primer. This is a beautiful primer. It is a mattifying primer and it really does like suck all of the oils out of your face. And I really only use this primer in my T-zone. So I like to use like multiple primers. And this is the one I only really used in my T-zone because I didn't feel like I needed it anywhere else. And I would say I finished this up because, like I said, I scraped up as much as I could. It ended up kind of getting crusty. Like what you see on the walls here is just completely gunked up and dried out. So I used as much of this as I could. It was a pretty big primer and I'm glad that I got my money's worth out of that primer. So I used up another primer. This was the Smashbox Photofinish Pore Minimizing Primer. It's the one in like the purple bottle. This was a deluxe size sample, but it has a ½ ounce, but it's still a pretty big quantity, especially for how I use this primer. So this is, I just use right here in my cheek area and nowhere else. So I only use a little bit of this primer at a time. Because of that, I had predicted that I had about 2 months left of this primer, even though I was really close to finishing it up. And it did take me about 2 months to finish it up. So that is completely done. Then I moved on to the Smashbox Photofinish Primerizer. I really love this. This was brand new when I started it. You get a lot in here. This is about ½ ounce as well. That's just why I want to use up my deluxe size primers, because you get a lot of product in here and you have like enough opportunity to really make an informed decision whether or not you enjoy the primer or not. I really like the Smashbox Pore Minimizing one. I would repurchase it. I do have another really small deluxe size one of those that I want to use up before I purchase a full size one. And this one, I love this one because it's a moisturizer and a primer in one. It reminds me of the Too Faced like Hangover RX, but I feel like this does a better job at priming as well as like hydrating and kind of like replenishing your skin, because I get some dry spots in here as well. And that's a primer that I use all over my face. And so I've started this one. This is the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer. It's just a basic primer. I kind of use this all over my face as well, but I'm not too sure how much longer I'm going to use it because it just has a really interesting smell. And I have tested this out in store, and I don't think it's because this has gone bad. I just think that that's just the way this smells. But honestly, it's as if it had gone bad. Like, that's how much I don't like the smell or how bad I think the smell is. It just it's just not a very pleasant smell, so I don't know if I'll be able to finish that up. So I'll let you guys know. And then the other primer I have here that I'm currently using that's replaced my Photofinish pore minimizing one is this one from Milk, and it is the Blur Stick. So this is like a roll up one. I like it. It's just a little bit on the dry side, and it kind of seems to pull on my skin a little bit. So I don't know. I'm going to give it a go to see how much I like it, but if not, I'm going to start using the pore minimizing one in like the little teeny tiny deluxe sample one. So yeah, not bad. Two out of my 5 deluxe size primers done. So next I had the MAC paint pot in, sorry I keep looking down. I have like my screen right here with like my list of items. Next I had the MAC paint pot in Painterly. I am almost done with this thing, but as you guys can see, there is just a sliver of this stuff left. All I can say is that I've learned from this project pan that this baby takes a long time to use up. Honestly, it's an amazing primer. I may repurchase it once I use it up. I have another eye primer that I want to see if I like. It's like the Urban Decay primer potion. I want to see if I liked that better than this. I may end up repurchasing it because even though it takes a long time to use up, you do get your money's worth with this product. It's just amazing. Like I personally I love this primer or this paint pot to use as a primer. All right, so the next item I have in my list is this Bobbi Brown medium bronzing powder, and I've actually hit pan on this. So hopefully you guys will be able to see that right there. I have actually hit pan on this bad boy, and I'm really excited about it because this is what I carry with me in my everyday makeup bag. And it's what I like quickly throw on just to add a little bit of definition to my eyes. Sometimes I'll just wear this on its own with nothing else. I have been using it pretty much all semester, but there is a lot of product in here. So I was actually really surprised that I was able to hit pan, but I did. So I'm proud of myself that I'm actually using up my products. And I like to pair that with this. This is what I have in my makeup bag. I don't always use this, but this is the Bobbi Brown Long Wear Cream Shadow Stick in golden pink. But I really love these like cream eyeshadow sticks. They're so quick and easy, perfect for on the go, and I love just kind of pairing these two. So I'll put this in my crease, just a little bit this on my eyelid, a little bit of mascara, and I'm good to go. So making good progress on that. The next one I have is the MAC Prep and Prime Lip Primer. I've actually completely used it up. I do not have it to show you guys. I don't know what happened to it, honestly. I had it in like my little empty bin and it's just gone, but I did completely use that up. I'm not going to be repurchasing that product. I don't think it's a necessary product. I did enjoy it while I still had it, but now that I've used it up, I don't really feel the need to repurchase that. So the next product that I have here in my list is the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Compact, and this is in the color Light, and I did use this completely up, so yay! I had some pretty good pan on this. I would say I was about like 2/3 of my way through the product, but I completely used this up. I really like this. I am not a big like foundation person. I prefer powder foundations. If I am going to use a foundation, I want something a little bit more light that allows my skin to breathe, and I really love the IT Cosmetics products, but I prefer the CC cream to this. I wanted to give this a go. I'd heard really good things about it for my foundation preference, but I personally wouldn't repurchase this. I think I'm just going to stick to the CC cream. So then the foundation, like the powder foundation that I'm working on for this project pan, is this Laura Gellar Balance and Brighten foundation, and this is in the color Fair. I like wearing on its own, but sometimes I like using this to kind of set those like light cream foundations like this IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Compact and the CC cream, and I really think it works well with those, but it doesn't play well with other like a lot of foundations. It tends to get kind of like a pinkish hue, and I stay away from like pinky tones or yellow tones. I try to stick more towards neutral. This turns pink on me sometimes, so I have to be careful like what foundation I wear with this. I'm putting some pretty good progress in here. I can definitely see a dip. Hopefully you guys will be able to see that there actually is a dip on this foundation. But yeah, I'm making good progress on this. I have a feeling it's gonna take me a bit to you know, use this foundation up, but we'll see. I kind of go back and forth on my moods on what type of foundation I want to wear. And right now I'm wearing more of like my cream foundations, like my CC cream, because it has higher SPF. So I may not reach for this until like the cooler months, but we'll see. Like I said, sometimes I switch my moods up when it comes to the foundation that I'm wearing. So the next thing I have here is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. So I have made some pretty good progress on this, but I'm getting sick and tired of this product. So as you guys can see here, I have some pretty good pan. It's definitely expanded from where it was last time. But like I said, I'm just getting sick and tired of this product. It still smells good. And honestly, I'm just gonna start using other bronzers for my collection and maybe reaching for this like a couple of times a month. So I don't know how much progress I'm going to make on it. So today I'm wearing the L'Oreal Glam Bronzer. So I've been really gravitating towards the bronzers in my collection, and my bronzer collection is growing. So I want to give my other bronzers more love. So I honestly don't know how much more progress I'll get with the Butter Bronzer by the end of the year, but I'm still gonna keep it in the project pan because, you know, it's the oldest bronzer that I have in my collection. So the next category I have here is like eyeliner. So I had the Sephora waterproof eyeliner. I completely used that up, but honestly, the little stub that I had left is just gone. Like it's I don't know where it's at. So then I have the Stila All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I used up this deluxe size eyeliner, so that's completely done. And I do have a full size eyeliner that I am currently working on. And then I have this Kat Von D ink liner in Trooper. I had a deluxe size sample of it, and it's the one in my everyday makeup bag. So that'll go when it goes. I can't really show you guys the progress on that. I have the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Perversion. I just started this. It is what I'm wearing today, and I love this. I love how creamy it is. It's definitely like waterproof and tear proof because my eyes tear up a lot because I have really bad allergies. So that's going. I may show you guys progress of this, but it's not really that interesting, and I think I've got a long way to go, but you know, I'll use as much as I can before it like starts to dry out. And then the other one I have here is the Marc Jacobs gel highliner. I think it's the highliner gel crayon, and this is in the color Roe Cocoa, and it is a beautiful like brown with like some gold sheen to it, and I love this. I love wearing it in my waterline, but I can't really show you guys progress on this because if I like roll this all the way up, it may not roll all the way down. I'm guessing I still have quite a bit of products left in here, so we'll see. And then the last item, I'm not sure if I had included this with the original intro. I kind of had thrown this in last minute because it was something I wasn't sure if I was going to add into my project pan or not. I had kind of put it aside for a little bit because I'd gotten tired of using it. But this is the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette, and I've actually hit pan on one of the two eyeshadows I originally wanted to hit pan on. So the first one is the shade Foxy, which is this cream one right here. As you guys can see, I've hit quite a bit of pan. And then this one right here, this is in the shade Faint. I've almost hit pan on that one right there. So it's my goal to hit pan on this by the end of the year, and then possibly finish this eyeshadow up, and then maybe hit pan on this last shade right here, which is in the color Naked 2. So that's my goal for the palette. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. Hopefully I'll be able to make a little bit more progress on this. But I love this little guy. Like, I honestly, if I ever end up using this palette up, I would more than likely repurchase it because it's a really nice travel palette. It's a perfect like companion palette. I reach for these shades all the time, especially if I don't have it like in other palettes. It's just a really, really good, like well thought out palette for my skin tone. So I'm really excited about my progress so far. I hope you guys are enjoying this project pan or this makeup use up and the progress that I've made so far. Maybe I inspire you guys to pull some things out and start using them more in your collections. Leave me a comment down below if you have a project pan and how your progress is going. I'd love to hear about that. So again, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you do. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I currently post 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then on Sundays, I'd like to post a plan with me. So hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.